Have you ever wondered why single and retired Western men are increasingly choosing to travel to Asia? It's a question that's been echoing through the minds of many, sparking a sense of curiosity and intrigue. This trend as a shift in travel preference towards the East has caught the attention of many, and for good reasons. Picture this, a man who has spent the majority of his life working, toiling, and building a life in the West. Now, he's approaching the golden years of retirement and is ready to experience a different rhythm of life. But instead of opting for a quiet life in the countryside or an urban apartment in his home country, he's packing his bags and heading towards the vibrant, colourful and diverse landscapes of Asia. Why, you might ask? Well, the reasons are as varied as the people themselves. For some, it's the allure of a lower cost of living. The promise of stretching out their retirement savings and enjoying a comfortable lifestyle is a powerful motivator. For others, it's the climate, the warm tropical weather that's a far cry from the cold, harsh winters they've grown accustomed to. Then there are those who seek cultural enrichment. Asia, after all, is a melting pot of cultures, traditions, and histories. The chance to immerse oneself in a completely different way of life is a tantalizing prospect for many. But it's not just about the cost of living, the weather, or the culture. It's about seeking out a new adventure, a new chapter in life, and finding a place that feels like home, even if it's thousands of miles away from where they started. As intriguing as this trend may seem, it's time to delve deeper into the lives of these men, both at home and in Asia. Before we go any further, please take the time to like and subscribe as we uncover the truth behind this fascinating trend. To understand this phenomenon, we first need to explore what life looks like for these men in their home countries. Picture the typical Western retiree. They've spent their working years in the rat race, dedicating their lives to their careers and families. Now they've reached a point where they're expected to sit back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of their labor. Yet, retirement isn't always the blissful paradise it's made out to be. The cost of living in the West can be daunting, even for those who've saved diligently. Everything from housing and healthcare to groceries and entertainment can eat into their nest egg faster than they anticipated. It's not uncommon for retirees to find themselves needing to downsize their lifestyles or make other sacrifices to make ends meet. But the financial aspect is just one part of the picture. For many, retirement can be a socially isolating experience. Friends and colleagues move on, children grow up and have their own lives, and the retiree is left with a social void that is not easy to fill. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and disconnect, which can take a toll on their mental health. Then there's the question of novelty and adventure. After decades of work routine, many retirees yearn for a change of pace, a chance to experience something new and exciting. Yet opportunities for such adventures can be limited in their home countries, especially when money is tight. So put it all together, the high cost of living, the social isolation, the lack of novelty, and you start to see why some Western retirees might look beyond their borders for a different kind of retirement experience. They're not just running away from the challenges of life in the West, they're also running towards the promise of something different, something better. While retirement is often seen as a time of relaxation and enjoyment, for many it can also be a time of loneliness and financial strain. Asia, on the other hand, presents a vastly different picture. This is a world where the cost of living is often significantly lower than in Western countries. Picture this, you're indulging in a delightful meal at a local eatery. And the bill? Well, it's just a fraction of what you'd expect to pay back home. Renting a comfortable home or even a luxurious villa can be more affordable too. This lower cost of living allows for a lifestyle that's both comfortable and sustainable, even for those on a modest retirement income. But it's not just about the money. Asia is a region steeped in rich history and culture. From the ancient temples of Cambodia to the bustling markets of Thailand, there's a sense of mystery and adventure that's hard to resist. Here, every day presents an opportunity to learn something new, to immerse oneself in a world that's so different from what they've known. And then there's the climate. For those weary of cold, dreary winters, Asia offers a warm embrace. Whether it's the tropical beaches of Indonesia or the sunny highlands of Vietnam, the region's diverse geography means there's a perfect spot for everyone's taste. No man is an island, and social interaction is an integral part of a fulfilling life. Asia, with its warm and welcoming locales, offers plenty of opportunities for this. Whether it's striking up a conversation at a local coffee shop, joining a community group, or participating in local festivals and events, there are numerous ways to connect with the people and the culture. Asia also beckons with the promise of adventure. Whether it's trekking through the lush landscapes of the Philippines, exploring the vibrant streets of Tokyo, or diving into the crystal-clear waters of the Maldives, the opportunities for exploration and adventure are endless. With its vibrant culture and affordable living, it's easy to see why Asia can be an attractive option for these men. For those seeking a change of pace, a new experience, or just a stretch of their dollars, Asia might just be the destination they're looking for. However, it's not all sunshine and roses. Living in Asia also comes with its own set of challenges. Let's take a moment to temper our enthusiasm with a dose of reality check. First off, language can be a significant hurdle. While English is widely spoken in many parts of Asia, it's not universal. Regions with less exposure to tourism may have limited English proficiency, making even simple interactions a challenge. Imagine trying to explain dietary restrictions or allergies at a local eatery where no one speaks your language. It can be daunting, to say the least. Then there's the matter of cultural differences. Asia is a vast continent with a rich tapestry of cultures, each with its own norms and customs. While these differences are part of the charm, they can also lead to misunderstandings or even unintentional offenses. For instance, in some Asian cultures, it's considered rude to point with your feet or to touch someone's head. If you're not aware of these nuances, you might find yourself in an awkward situation. Moreover, there's a risk of exploitation. Unfortunately, there are those who may see foreigners, especially single retired men, as easy targets for scams. From overpriced goods to fraudulent services, there are numerous ways one can be taken advantage of. It's crucial to stay vigilant and informed to avoid falling prey to such schemes. Lastly, let's talk about loneliness. Moving to a new country, leaving behind familiar faces and places, can be isolating. While the allure of a new adventure can be exciting, the lack of a support network can weigh heavy on one's heart. It's important to remember that making meaningful connections takes time and effort. The reality of life in Asia can be quite different from the dream, with its own unique set of challenges. So, while the reasons to venture to Asia are compelling, it's also essential to approach the journey with a realistic perspective, acknowledging both the rewards and the risks. So, is the journey to Asia worth it for these single and retired Western men? That's the question we've been circling around. Let's take a step back and summarize what we've discussed so far. We started off by looking at life in the West, where the pace can often be relentless, the cost of living high, and the social connections sometimes lacking. This scenario, especially for retired individuals, can often feel isolating and unfulfilling. Then we explored the allure of Asia. Its rich cultural tapestry, warm people, lower cost of living, and an altogether different pace of life that can seem like a breath of fresh air. It's easy to romanticize the idea of starting anew in an exotic locale, surrounded by new sights, sounds, and experiences. But as we addressed in the reality check, there are also potential challenges to consider. The cultural and language barriers, the potential for loneliness in a foreign land, and the complexities of navigating local customs and laws. It's crucial to remember that moving to a new country is not a vacation, but rather it's a life-changing decision. So the final verdict? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The decision to uproot one's life and move halfway around the world is deeply personal and depends heavily on individual circumstances, needs and desires. However, what's unequivocally true is the importance of doing thorough research and planning before making such a major life decision. It's vital to understand the realities of the destination, the challenges that may arise, and the resources available to mitigate these. It's about weighing the pros and cons, understanding one's own capacity for adaptation, and making an informed decision based on facts, not just fantasies. Ultimately, it's a personal decision that depends on individual circumstances and preferences. But one thing is certain, it's a decision that should not be taken lightly. So, tread carefully, plan meticulously, and then, who knows? The adventure of a lifetime may just be on the horizon. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you found this video to be insightful and helpful. And if you're someone who's contemplating a move to Asia, you're welcome to share your thoughts, fears, and expectations in the comments section below. For the experienced travelers, your experiences and insights can help others in their decision-making process. Also, we'd be thrilled if you could share this video with others who might find it useful. Remember, knowledge is power, and sharing this video could potentially help someone make a life-changing decision. So, until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, life is an adventure. Embrace it.